that little piece of music, I used 5 pentatonic licks, some common, some maybe less common, that I think you should steal and use in your own music. And welcome to Music with Marky. Shut up! So a central theme on my channel is teaching concepts rather than specific riffs and licks. I always want students to develop their own styles, but sometimes a big part of that comes from how you use other people's licks in your own way. And to that end, I want to give you these 5 licks that have been tried and true in rock and blues music for a good long time now. Let's get started. So this example song is in A minor using the A pentatonic scale. All these licks are going to work in every pentatonic scale. And if you don't know what pentatonics are, I have a whole series that starts here that can teach you about it and take you into expanding on them. But let's start with the first lick. This one is the basic double stop. You're going to put your pinky on the second string, the second note of the second string. So here it's the 8th fret in A. If we were saying E, it would be on the 15th fret, right? And then you're going to take the note on the G string. That's also the second note of the 2 in the scale. And you're going to hit these both at the same time. So it'll be the 7th and the 8th fret. And then you're going to bend the one note. And you're going to probably want to use all your fingers to make the bend. It's got a really cool tense kind of sound. It's a fun way to start a lead. And so I'm going to bend it up, hold it for a minute, hit it again, let it down. Then I'm going to pull off, so, and then just go to the root note on the D string here, which is the A. Very simple, just a couple notes there, but it's got a very cool sound. And that double stop with bending one string is a really cool trick that you can use all over the place. The second one now is a variation on something I've done pretty often on this channel. It's kind of a Jimmy Page Stairway to Heaven pull-off, but it's a little bit different. This one we're going to be on the top string. We're going to take the 8th fret, pull off to the 5th fret, and then play the 8th fret on the B string, and just do that repeatedly. You can do it with an upstroke and then a downstroke if you want to do it quickly. Or you can do it with your pinky. However's comfortable for you, but it's basically repeating that loop. And then when you get to the end of the loop, you're just going to play the 1st string, the 5th fret, the 8th fret, and then a full bend. So all together. Now for the third lick, we're going to do something that's not quite as much of a trope. It's a little less common, and this is building up in sextuplets, so it's a timing thing. You're going to be playing 6 notes up, then you're going to go back 2 of the notes and continue the loop. So it'll be a hammer on from 5th to 8th, then 5th to 7th, 5th to 7th, and then you're going to go back up to the 5th fret on the 5th string and start the pattern again. So it's going to be 3 strings up, 1 back, 3 strings up, 1 back. And then I just slid up to the A octave there. The important thing about this is the timing, and that it's a triplet. So if you have a tempo, say, where you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, would be 8th notes. So you want to do actually triplets, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's a little bit of a differently timed thing, but if you start practicing triplets, you'll get it very quickly. Now for the 4th lick, this isn't so much a specific lick as just making you aware of a position that you might not know of, especially if you're new to pentatonics. And that is that when I slid up to the octave here in the A, I have this little tiny extended part of the box. You know, we've got the, on the pentatonic, and you could slide up. Then you have just a whole step and a whole step on this string and that one note there. So I played a little kind of lick there, which will be in the tabs. And by the way, I'm running tabs for this on the screen, but if you want downloadable tabs, that's available for all my wonderful patrons. I'll put the link down here. In any case, this one thing was just conceptual. It's just to know that you have this other position, a whole step up from your basic pentatonic that you can also start using as well. Let's look at the last one now. Okay, and for this 5th one, we're working in triplets again, and it's that same kind of thing that we did going up, where you're going in a direction, then going back, and then going in the direction a little more. And here we start on the 8th fret of the 1st string, and we're going to do, in triplets, 3 note groupings, so it's 8, 5, and then 8 on the next string, so it's a triplet, 3 notes. And you go back 1 of the notes, and then go, that's the 1st of 3 again. So, and then you're back up to 8, and that's the 1st of 3 notes. So when you put it together in that triplet kind of feel, you have that backwards and forwards. And you just continue through the pentatonic scale with this entire logic. And then back to the octave. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comments below. I get back to everyone as soon as I can. And if you want any more of these types of lessons where I just give you licks rather than concepts, let me know about that, and I'll start doing more of that. And until next time, guys, keep making great music.
Hey friends, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. It makes the whole world better.